In the remote village of Gelanshire, a place forgotten by time and most maps, the inhabitants lived with a peculiar set of routines. Nobody stayed out after dark, and windows were adorned with thick curtains. To the occasional outsider, this might seem like mere folklore. However, the villagers knew better. They called them the night dwellers. Young Oliver, an overconfident teen with a taste for the dramatic, arrived in Gelanshire to visit his lost relative Aunt Gertrude. As if stepping into a time warp, Oliver's arrival disrupted the eternal rhythm of the town. Aunt Gertrude was the last person he expected to be thrilled about his visit, going as far as to warn him, "Whatever you do, Oliver, be home before nightfall." Oliver, ever the skeptic, decided that it was all nonsense. That evening, he strolled through the market square, glaring at the feeble array of Paul's potatoes and Mabel's mushrooms. "Be back before nightfall," he muttered mockingly. Deep down, though, there was an itch he couldn't quite reach. There was something off about Gelanshire. Night fell with an unsettling silence. Even the crickets seemed to skip town after sunset. Lost in thought and ennui, Oliver found himself at the fringes of a dilapidated mansion. Curiosity sparked. He noticed an old sign half buried under weeds. Thornwood, House of Elegance and Terrors. Naturally, Oliver's teenage mind could not resist. Pulling out his phone for light, he ventured into the dimly lit entrance. Cobwebs hung like nature's own barbershop curtains. Odd noises creaked above him. Cold drafts smacked his cheek out of nowhere. Then he saw them. Portraits of aristocratic figures with unusually sharp canines and eyes that seemed to follow you. A tingle ran down his spine, the very shadow of dread. "Hello, Oliver," a voice whispered in the gloom. A tall, pale figure materialized as if from thin air. "How do you know my name?" he stammered. The stranger grinned, revealing a set of elegantly terrifying fangs. "I've known you since you arrived in Gelanshire." So quaint, yet so naive. Realization drenched Oliver in a cold sweat. Legends of the night dwellers were real, and he was their evening entertainment. Bolting for the exit, his heart pounded like a trapped hare's. The mansion itself seemed to warp and twist, doorways disappearing and hallways stretching on forever. Just when Oliver thought hope had perished, a voice boomed, "Oliver!" Quickly, Aunt Gertrude, clutching a crucifix and brandishing garlic like a knight's sword, yanked him from the mansion's grasp. "You fool," she scolded. "I told you to be back before nightfall." He gasped and nodded, the sober gravity of the situation finally setting in.